Welcome back to Digital Champions on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Mike White, and on Digital Champions, we're meeting with experts in the industry, talking about the tips, tricks, trends, and the technology used to grow clients' campaigns. Join us today from AGEIST, we have David Steward. Welcome to the program.
Hey, great to be here.
So I'm filling in for Charlene Shirk today, so I'm not as energetic as Charlene because she's amazing, but I appreciate you joining us. So tell me a little bit about AGEIST and what services you offer.
Yeah, absolutely. So we offer a range of services, principally around the idea of communicating with the forward-leaning, financially empowered 50-plus consumer. So we work with large Fortune 500 companies producing either content for them, doing qual research for them, helping them with product line products and services they're designing. We also work with smaller companies, helping them with strategy, how to get into the space. The bigger companies, they've got a lot of legacy there that oftentimes needs to be overcome. And the newer companies can start sort of at ground zero, and we help them with that.
What's the biggest change to marketing that you see coming up over the next 12 to 24 months with how people spend their media dollars?
Oh, that's interesting, with how they spend their media dollars. Well, I think with our people, it's really, they're becoming much more, so with COVID, everybody's become much more digitally savvy. The digital marketing space, people I think in the past thought, well, if you want to speak to people in this age group digitally, it's Facebook. I think Facebook's lost a lot of credibility. I think that it's, surprisingly, we see this sort of migration now, Instagram, and surprisingly enough, TikTok.
So as platforms come about, what is the biggest strategy in terms of engagement on some of the social platforms to keep that audience of 50 plus engaged?
Well, the first thing is something I tell all of my clients. Let's not forget aspirational marketing. Stop treating our people as, needing to be medicalized and infantilized. Communicate with them the same way you would with like a 20-year-old. Aspirational marketing. Treat them as heroes. Don't talk down to them. These are smart people. They've been around for a long time, and they love it when people speak up to them, essentially.
What is some lesson that you learned by failing in your career that helped you become who you are today?
That's a good one. Everything. I feel like probably 30% of what I do today, I don't do very well, and I learn. I think that the biggest mistake people make is thinking that they know things. They're thinking that they don't need to know anything else. That's a huge fail. And whenever I get into that mindset, and it is a mindset, it's something that I try to get myself out of by asking questions, just being curious and saying like, oh, that's so interesting. Tell me more about that. If I come in as like the guru, it's like, hey, I know all this. That doesn't work out so well.
You fake it till you make it, and you just continue on with life. So that 30% and the 70%, you sound like you know what you're talking about. So David, if you finish a sentence, in 2 years, AGEIST will blank.
Yeah, well, we're moving. I mean, right now we do a lot of work. We're an interesting company because we do a lot of work with brands. As I said, content production, messaging, qual, but we also publish and we do a lot of social media interactions. So we're sort of on the pulse of this consumer in a way that no other company that I'm aware of is. So because of that, we're moving into more essentially audience monetization. So different strategies to grow the audience, which is something we've never really looked at doing, and bringing products and services directly to that audience additionally. So a little more consumer facing in addition to the brand work we do.
So if you were to restart AGEIST, what position would be the first position to hire for that would go along with yourself?
So now you're getting into one of my mistakes.
Well, is it the chicken, the egg, the web developer, the content producer, the videographer? It's
The very first person I would hire would be an awesome digital person. And the mistake I think that we made and a lot of other companies made is, you sort of go for, well, what's the minimum viable product essentially? What's the least we can spend and get the least done? That is just going to cause you so much pain down the road. Build it right from the beginning. The value of your company is the talent of the people that work there. Hire the very best people you can, and you won't regret it.
So in doing this, do you build the plane as it flies, or build the plane and then take off?
Good question.
You're patching holes constantly, right?
That's just the way it is. Right? So the plane is always flying. The plane never lands. We're constantly and improving the plane as it goes forward. So as soon as you decide go, you're up there, and on day 2, there's going to be repairs that need to be made, modifications. You're going to learn stuff, and every single day, it's going to be ongoing. This is not a something that's like you build it and forget it. It's ongoing and evolving.
Well, David, I appreciate you coming on today and sharing your insights with us. So thank you very much.
Absolutely, pleasure to be here.
To find out more about AGEIST and David and all the amazing things they could do to help you out, visit us at dailyadbrief.com. We'll see you next time on Digital Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.